Imagine a world where the climate crisis is dismissed as mere fantasy and renewable energy solutions are painted as dangerous or wasteful. That's exactly what's happening in some corners of Australian media, and it's raising more than a few eyebrows. News Corp, through outlets like the Daily Telegraph, has taken a bold, some might say baffling approach to reporting on climate change, framing it as laughable science fiction rather than a pressing global issue. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this just sensationalism, or is there a deeper agenda at play? Let's dive in. The climate crisis as science fiction. Earlier this year, Australia released its first comprehensive national climate risk assessment, a sobering report detailing how climate change will impact every aspect of Australian life and the economy. But instead of treating it as a call to action, the Daily Telegraph labeled it science fiction on its front page. The headline, inspired by the views of U.S.-based political scientist Dr. Roger Pielke Jr., dismissed the report as an overblown doomsday scenario. Pielke Jr., a favorite among climate skeptics, argued that the assessment's projections of population growth, temperature rise, and coal usage were unrealistic. But is this a fair critique, or a deliberate attempt to undermine climate science? Experts like Dr. Andrew Watkins, a lead author of the assessment and former senior climatologist, were quick to push back. Watkins pointed out that the report was based on three widely accepted global warming scenarios: 1.5 degrees Celsius, 2 degrees Celsius, and 3 degrees Celsius, and that dismissing these as science fiction was itself far-fetched. Why would you ignore the brilliance of scientists who've spent their careers studying this? Watkins asked. That's not journalism. And this is the part most people miss. The assessment wasn't about predicting the future, but about preparing for likely outcomes. So, is News Corp's framing a misunderstanding or something more calculated? Renewable energy under fire. It's not just climate science that's under attack. News Corp has also taken aim at renewable energy, with stories that seem designed to stoke fear and doubt. Take, for example, the Daily Telegraph's recent piece on solar panel waste. The headline screamed, "Solar rubbish piling up," claiming millions of panels were ending up in landfills. While it's true that solar panel disposal is an issue, the story omitted a crucial detail. Governments and businesses are already working on solutions. New recycling schemes are emerging, and experts estimate that 95% of a solar panel's materials can be recovered. So, is this a genuine environmental concern or an attempt to discredit solar energy? Another eyebrow-raising story claimed that wind turbines were a dangerous obstacle for firefighting planes. The article featured a retired pilot's concerns, but failed to include responses from firefighting authorities. Greg Mullins, a former Fire and Rescue NSW commissioner, called the claims just fallacies. He pointed out that firefighters and pilots routinely navigate around obstacles, and that wind farms often include features like water dams that aid firefighting efforts. Are these stories highlighting legitimate issues, or are they cherry-picking data to push a narrative? The bigger picture News Corp's coverage raises important questions about media responsibility in the face of a global crisis. By framing climate change as science fiction and renewable energy as problematic, are they informing the public or sowing confusion? And what does this say about the influence of media conglomerates on public opinion? Is this journalism or advocacy in disguise? As readers, it's crucial to ask these questions and seek out diverse perspectives. The climate crisis is no fantasy. It's a reality that demands urgent action. What do you think? Is News Corp's approach fair, or does it cross the line? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments.